for that. So welcome families and friends. I'm Nicole Donadio. It is always a joy, a pleasure, and a privilege to welcome you to our spring concerts. This evening we have our choir spring concert, and I think you're going to have the very best time ever. It has been a joy for me to serve this awesome community for 12 years, and it just is one of the greatest things to see how much these kids have grown throughout the year. I think you're going to be very impressed. A couple of housekeeping things. We do have restrooms, men's room on this side, ladies' room on this side. If you are inclined, we would love for you to silence your phones and not come down into the performing area while the children are performing, as sometimes that becomes a bit of a distraction. Additionally, I would like to introduce some of the people who are on your kids' team. We have a full group of people here to cheer them on. This evening, we have orchestra director Katie Sanders in the house. We have choir and orchestra instructional assistant Crystal Coombs.
You don't need to record it. You just wait for the face of the show.
All right. When we get to the other side, we have Mr. Brooks, assistant principal. We have Mrs. Martinez, counselor. Ms. Johnson, counselor. Mrs. Davis, same school. I'm fond of her too. We also have Mrs. Argier, sixth grade counselor. We are also very fortunate to have a VIP in the audience tonight. It is always such a great thing when Governor Miller is able to be here. He is the very best school namesake, truly, ever on the planet. He loves cheering the kids on. He's always checking in on them. He wants to just hear how magnificent they are. And is he making the signs over there? Yes, he really is the most extraordinary Bobcat cheer man. We wouldn't be this successful without all of his support. So before we get started tonight, I do want to take a moment just to thank our families. We recognize that it is an extra responsibility to be a part of choir, and that our extracurricular activities can be demanding. And we want to thank our families for always supporting Everything Miller and for being a part of this community. Without your support, we wouldn't be nearly as magnificent as we are. So students, please give your families a round of applause. Indulge me. I feel as if every single time we're together, we do have to talk about the kids. There is not a school that has more magnificent, beautiful, brainy, kind, clever, fun, and funny kids. These kids, nobody can match them. They're extraordinary. We love having them here. They do a beautiful job. So we thank you for the work you're doing at home. You send the most beautiful children we ever saw in our whole life, and we thank you for that. So let's hear it for our kids. All right, with that being said, it is my joy and pleasure to turn it over to Mr. Sierra Vitaro, who will begin the night with our beginning choir.